But one thing that I know that Trump is not no stranger to, and that is the beef and also assassination attempts. And recently, there was a president or a presidential candidate actually in Colombia that had an assassination attempt against him, where somebody tried to shoot him in the head while he was giving a speech. This was crazy, y'all. Let's play the clip.
Que tiene. Segundo, salud mental. El principal problema en Bogotá, en Colombia.
They missed the president, huh? They didn't hit him.
They hit him. That's the part right there. You see him holding his head, his shit leaking.
Ooh. This is a scary world we live in.
Oh man.
This is a scary world we live in. I don't even know where to go with this one. Like, it's like, I don't know. Everybody results to violence for everything. Like, you don't agree with somebody, so now you're up there. Let me go shoot them. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
this assassination. These assassinations getting crazy. Didn't Trump have two right before he got to the presidency? Now the Mexican president getting this. I think they said he was cracking down on what's that little militia they got, the cartel. So he was trying to crack down on cartel, and cartel ain't having that. So, I mean, most of the government over there is infiltrated by cartel members anyway. So, yeah, if you, it ain't looking too good for the president. Did he make it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still alive, I believe.
Did he make it? I doubt it because that was like a direct dome shot. I mean, if you go back and you watch it in slow motion, you can see when his head do like that and he just fall, man.
Well, what I seen was like whenever I was watching the video, it said something about an assassination attempt. I don't know if he is okay now or not, but like at the time when I was watching the video, he was still alive. Um, so I don't know. Prayers to Colombia right now.
Okay.
That's crazy. But I mean, that whoever was trying to shoot him, they was definitely trying to get him because I mean, as many gunshots as went off is like they were trying to make sure they got it. But I heard something about a minor being arrested for it, so it's like a kid that did it. Yeah, I think it was a kid that did it. This is
I don't even think in other countries. In other countries, I don't think that matters. I don't think they care if you're a kid or not.
Nah, they don't matter. They ain't got no youth. But still, though, like the cartel will send the kids to go do their dirty work.
Mm-hmm.
But
Trump might have set that up.
Well, Trump set it up. They saying Trump set it up.
I don't know. Are you saying Trump set those up, or Trump set his own assassination attempts up?
Probably.
Oh, Trump set his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that do feel a little fishy, but
yeah, I don't know because I mean,
Trump recovered from surgery. Okay.
The assassination attempts that happened with Trump is like the one that happened at the rally. They said the man that did it was a Republican. Why is that? That don't make sense. And then the second one was like at a golf course or something like that. That one was a little bit more like possibly believable, but I don't know. Trump is just, y'all know I don't like that man too much. So,
But in these cartel ran countries, I would be scared to run for president, man. I mean, unless you being backed by a cartel and you're not talking about going after them or whatever, then you're a prime target for an assassination. You know that it's gonna happen. So why just be out there in the open? And I understand you don't want to live your life in hiding or live vicariously or act like that. You're not afraid of these cartels, but they have so many weapons and so many corrupt officials at their disposal. You always leaving yourself wide open, and that's why I think the Mexican president is like, hey, we're not going after the cartels. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like we've been able to stop them in all these generations. So I think it's to her is more about keeping her people safe, and also keeping her own self safe. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, ooh, man, I don't think I could do it.
Me neither. What about you, DJ?
Yeah,
Having this,
man. I mean, even if you were a president where these cartel ran countries, and you got a cartel backing you, you still open yourself up for blackmail and open yourself up to do things against your moral compass. So it's probably best to stay out of the political arena in those countries because obviously it's infiltrated with the cartels. Nothing you can do can put a dent into that unless you got the U.S. government by your side and Trump come in with this with boots on the ground and we take care of that. We can take care of that if y'all want us to,
Lord.
but it's gonna cost you.
now, now we coming in to be Captain Save a Hoe. Oh my God.
Hey, we have to do it in Iraq. They said Saddam Hussein was what I'm saying. We had to do it a couple of times. We could do it for Mexico.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
she said that ain't happening though. Once the U.S. military get in there, we are not leaving until we get something that we want. It's something that Donald Trump
Well,
wants control of, that he wants to get in there.
yeah, we want our borders to stop being so vulnerable. We want the cartel to stop pushing fentanyl in our border states. We want these illegal aliens to stop coming over and feeling comfortable in these states. We want a lot going on, and let us help you out. Let us help you out, Mexico. We'll help you out.
We are the biggest consumer of drugs in the world. Do you actually think, you know what I'm saying? If it don't come from Mexico, it's still gonna come from Colombia, from Peru, from Afghanistan. You got all these other countries, and
Exactly.
China is the biggest importer to Mexico of the ingredients for fentanyl. So I mean, what do we do? What do we
Well, look.
do? We start there, and we actually want to stop it?
Well, we gotta tighten
Huh?
up what's on our side of the ocean real quick. We gotta tighten up what's bordering us real quick. You know what I'm saying? We already put them high tariffs on China. China didn't want those problems, so they kind of acquiesced to what we were demanding. So we gotta get Mexico to fall in line.
We're gonna see. It's getting wild out here. That's all I know. And it's getting wild not just in the foreign countries, but also right here in the USA. There have been protests breaking out all over the streets of LA because of ICE raids that have been happening in certain areas. We had a clip of that real quick. Oh wait, I think Demir
Let
might
me
have
see if I can play. 'Cause
rose up. Yeah,
Samir might have froze up. Let me see if
yeah.
I can find that clip. Where is that? DDG.
I see it. I'm gonna play. Mm.
Friday, when crowds gathered around federal law
Okay.
enforcement officers carrying out immigration raids in that area. And today, right now, we're seeing police using tear gas and flashbangs to clear the crowds.
Man, tear gas is crazy. I mean, I don't know if they didn't expect this to happen or not, but the immigration raids, I mean, I kind of expected protests to start happening. At the end of the day, you're taking people's families away. Like, that's not something to play with. So, especially because it's getting to the point where it's not just, oh, we're taking the criminals and the people that have past records and things like that. We're taking them back to their country. It's not that anymore. Y'all are literally coming in, taking people who are working at the tire shop and, providing, paying taxes at the end of the day. You're taking them away from their families. And it's going to get real. Like, I'm not surprised.
I mean, don't they got family in Mexico? Like, if you're
They,
not gonna come here, yeah, they're not legal. Yeah, it does matter. If I'm driving down the street with no car insurance, they're gonna take me away from my family. They're gonna separate me from my daughter. They're gonna make me call my people, come get my daughter, or they're gonna tow my truck and they're gonna take me to jail. So it's the same thing for them. They want to break the laws. Yeah, you hear with your immediate family. I mean, too bad, so sad. This ain't no
no,
natural. This ain't no naturalization type thing. You gotta come through. You gotta do the right thing. You breaking the laws. You gotta go. You got to go back to Mexico, Honduras, Venezuela, shit, Ghana, wherever you come from. You ain't come here correctly. Go on back home and try to get back in the country the correct way. Because trust me, if we went to your country illegally, you would have detained us too. Get that stuff done the right way, man.
No, get that stuff done the right way is just not practical at the end of the day. People don't understand what goes into actually trying to get legalized citizenship in the United States. People in the United States couldn't even probably pass the test that you have to take to try to be a legalized citizen in the United States. Also, it's not just people that have criminal records anymore that are getting taken away. There are people who literally have no criminal records that aren't doing anything that are getting detained. There was a college student. She's in college getting a degree. I forgot exactly what her degree was in, but she gets pulled over for a traffic stop where the cops admitted that they pulled her over wrongly. Like, she was not supposed to be pulled over. She didn't do anything wrong. And now she was sitting detained by ICE because of her illegal status. Mind you, this girl has probably been here since she was like 2 years old. Nobody, like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have the choice of if she wanted to come here or not in the first place. It's just like, whenever you're trying to say, okay, we're going to take away the rapists and the people that's dealing drugs and got records, that's one thing. But then when you're taking people that have not done anything wrong away, that are just trying to better their life, and putting them in a country that some have they don't even know nothing about, that's dangerous. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. I don't agree with it at
It,
all.
it, you keep saying that they're not criminals when they actively are doing something illegal every day. Yes, you're a criminal. That's her fault. You can't come to this country. You can't even shoplift. If you shoplift, they're gonna take you away from your family. You're committing a crime. It doesn't matter if you've been here since you was 2 months old. Unfortunately, your people came through here and they came through in a crime. So you gotta go back and get it done correctly. It
So
don't matter if we can pass the test or not. We got the papers to go back to the 18th century if we needed to let you know that we're a part of this country. We don't got to pass no tests. We naturally a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So for them to not want to go to their country and build their country up, it's not our fault.
no,
If you
but
want to come over here,
how is
get
it?
it done correctly.
How are you committing a crime if you came here at 2 months old and
I
you?
mean, legal.
But it's like, you're not committing that crime. Somebody else did. And now you're just here as a result of it. So what are you supposed to do now? You don't know anything about the country that you were born in at that point. I mean, no, it's just that's crazy.
You got you got
Family.
family over there. You might not know nothing, but you got family over there, so you're gonna be a okay. Trust me, you're gonna be a okay. And you want to finish up college, you can finish up online because they got online courses for you. But you cannot come to my country, get in here and get all the benefits and all the tax, whatever you getting, you think you come to this country and be illegal. You're committing a crime every day. That you just your pure existence is a crime for being illegal. It's not fair. You got to go back to Mexico. You got to go back to Honduras because first of all, we don't need you in the country acting. I mean, come on. I don't care if you did nothing illegal. Your mere presence is illegal.
That's crazy. I feel like people think that until they were, if you were in that situation, then you would not think the way that you're thinking right now. You think that just
If
because.
I was in that situation, I would have stayed in Ghana. I would have tried to get my citizenship the correct way. I know a lot of my friends from college who were Ghanaian who was here on visas until they graduated, then they got married, and then now they hear the correct way. They knew that they couldn't mess up in college
No,
without before they was naturalized as a citizen.
they're even sending people back that have visas though. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not just like the criminal. No, now they're literally messing with people's visas. They're literally sending back people that are professors at colleges and things like that. People have not been in those countries for most of their lives, and then you're trying to send them back to third world countries that they won't be able to survive in. Like it's just ridiculous. It's like you have no care for human life if you want to send them back to places like that. They're really trying to survive and try to be
It's a whole country. Those are countries that we visit. It ain't like it's impossible to survive. We visit those countries to let our hair down and have fun. People visit the beaches of Mexico to let our hair down and have fun. Those countries are survivable. If you're doing it in America, you can make it here. You can make it anywhere. Go take your skills that you learned from being in this country legally. Go set you up at McDonald's over there. Go set you up some type of way to sustain your family. But guess what? You can't do it over here because you
no.
ain't come here correctly. It's not fair.
We are Americans. Yes, we go to go let our hair down in these countries, but at the end
Yeah.
of the day, that's like tourism that we go to. We go to specific parts in the country, but when you go there, and I'm a person, I travel a whole lot. When I go to those like other countries, I've been to a lot of different countries. They're the most poor places I've ever been in my life. It's actually the saddest situations I've ever seen. I see people that they make $15 a month and they're trying to survive. They're getting limited amount of like eggs and supplies. Kids are running down the street. I went to Cuba one time, and when I was in Cuba, I'm walking down the street after I come out of a restaurant, and there were kids outside begging for my leftovers. Those are not places you can survive. Like Mexico, yeah, we go
Nope.
to like what is it called, Cabo, and have fun in Cabo. But those people, the reality that of the people that actually live there, it's not a let your hair down type of thing. Those people are really struggling and everything like that. Like there's so many other different parts of Mexico. There's so many other parts of Colombia and everything besides what y'all see with tourism. Like no, that's not a good argument,
That
right?
got nothing to do with us. Those kids are gonna grow up to have kids. They ain't struggling. They lifestyle just because their lifestyle ain't as pristine as ours doesn't mean that they are living a bad lifestyle. These people are living. Some people think they're living more closer to the lifestyle of a human than what we are. We're in front of screens all day. We're in front of this pollution with traffic all day. These people have actual trees and land and you know what I'm saying, actual like what the earth is supposed to look like. They better cherish that, figure it out. While you in your country, figure it out. We figured it out in America. Stop piggybacking off of what we're doing and make your country stronger. Especially if you're one of the best and the brightest. Stop wasting your resources in a foreign country and go help your people out.
They
Because we
usually
don't need you here.
they come here to help their countries out. Like people in Africa, they come here to get a better life, start making more money, and they send money back to their countries a lot of the time to try to help those countries out. That just shows you right there how much the other countries are struggling, depending on, what actual like country you're coming from. Every country is different, but most of them are struggling, and that's why people come here so they can get away from violence, so they can get away from cartels, so they can get away from all these crazy things. And I don't know. I wish I could just go drop you off real quick in another country so you could just
I'm
see
not from that
like
country. I'm not from that country. They ain't got nothing to do with me. We got ghettos.
you will see it.
They
You
got
will
nothing
see
to do
it.
with me. We got
It's
ghettos.
people. I literally had kids running behind our like wherever we are. There's people don't have cars, they don't have food, they don't have water. Like
They don't need cars.
it's
They
bad.
don't need cars. They got food. If they up if they running after the car, they got food. They just because they can't go to Chili's or McDonald's like we do, that's not their lifestyle. We can't compare our lifestyle to a billionaire like Michael Jordan. If so, Michael Jordan could look at us and be like, man, these kids, they ain't got 5 cars, they don't got no plane. No, we don't got that. We don't need all that though. And they don't need everything that we got. I'm sorry. If you can survive your country, bring your country up. When
So
Selena, hey, people did great things in Mexico.
mhm. You said who did great things? Selena. Selena wasn't from Mexico. I don't think. I think she was born in Corpus. Her
And
family
I didn't
was
mean
from
Selena. I was about to
Mexico,
say
and
other.
she. But like that's what I'm
There's
saying.
other people.
This is crazy. I met a girl like couple like the other week when I was in LA, and she was down here completely by herself because her whole family got deported. And that was one of the most like sad situations ever. Like sitting there, like she's sitting here trying to figure out how to survive. And imagine being in a country where she was born here, but you're here completely by yourself. You have nobody look to, no family, nobody. You're just trying to figure out life by yourself. At the end of the day, it takes a village to raise anybody. So if you want to try to say like, oh, if you're born in America, you're supposed to be taken care of a certain way. She was born in America. She's still not getting the whole life and advantage that everybody else gets that has families and different things like that. So I don't know. Like to me, the
A
immigration.
lot of Americans ain't got a lot of Americans ain't got family. I don't feel sorry for these people. Their whole family got deported. Oh well, you got FaceTime. If not, you can buy a plane ticket, go visit your mama during Thanksgiving.
I'm in all these other countries. Oh no. Okay, we got.
They do have FaceTime in Mexico. They got FaceTime in Mexico.
They got WhatsApp if you have a phone that you can actually use to do it, but everybody don't have access
Yeah.
to internets and to phones and to like they don't
And
have.
everybody ain't got access to phones. They ain't got that access to hear it with their phones either.
Man,
So, you know what I'm saying? You can't feel sorry for them just because they from a different country. Figure it out in your country. Your country got a GDP. Your country got a president. Your country got all type of resources. Don't sit there and be trying to come to my country and put a strain on the system. You're going to put a strain. That's why we can't really get Social Security popping. We got all type of illegals on our system. Bruh, go get it done the right way.
that's the problem with Americans.
It's not that hard.
They're very selfish. That's the thing, is that people in these other countries,
Oh, wow, it's our country.
they don't, but regardless, they don't have resources. If somebody came right here and said, I'm going to send you back to Africa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool at the end of the day. We don't have resources, and Americans are mad because they're like, oh, we don't have enough resources because of the illegals. So we can't get, like you say, Social Security, or we can't get food stamps, different stuff like that. Go work. Like, at the end of the day, like, you can go and you can easily, it's way easier for an American to go get a job and get their life together versus these people who are risking their lives to come from across, like, wherever country they're coming to. They're working really hard, trying to do things. And it's like, why are we pushing these people back? Americans are lazy. They don't want to work. They don't want to do a lot of different things. But we
We
want
ain't got to do it. This is our country. It's our country. They need to figure out their country because right now we don't have to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? We built the infrastructure up to where we can last. Our forefathers, you talking about go back to Africa, I'm like 10 generations removed from Africa. They're like not even one generation removed from their country.
what does
Take
that mean?
y'all back
Make
to
a
the country.
difference.
Go visit your,
Make a difference.
they need to go visit their abuela. You know what I'm saying? Go get some understanding from their abuela. Their abuela didn't live this whole time in that country. They're going to be just fine. There's nothing wrong with that country, man.
DJ
Bring
Design,
it back to its greatness.
he's about to get canceled on the internet. That's all I can say.
I don't know how they going to cancel me. If you don't,
Wait, I don't know what happened, but Demir, you missed the whole argument. We've been going back and forth about this immigration because this DJ Designs he's wild. He really think everybody's just supposed to get sent back. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. You have to sympathize. We still on the protest and stuff.
Yeah, we on the process. We couldn't get past it. We couldn't get past it. He was talking crazy.
I mean, don't we have to sympathize with those people though? And I just want to say this. I'm glad I didn't miss this part. But hey, y'all can't say this is only black people that do this rioting and burning buildings and stuff like that. Because it's happening right now in LA and it's not the black people this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't we have to sympathize with those people? Because we're always being told to go back to Africa or you know what I'm saying? Things like this. But even though we are Americans now, but I think the Mexicans are going through, and this was their land before it was the Europeans, and I think the Mexicans are going through something similar to what blacks went through in the civil rights era.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like they're definitely going through it right now, but it's like at the end of the day, as another person of color, I sympathize with it, and I just don't feel like if you're here living right and really trying to make a better life for yourself that you should just be getting shipped back to a country that a lot of them don't know nothing about. And that's basically what the argument was about, because he feels like they're taking all our resources away and that they'll be fine in their other countries. I don't think that they'll be fine in their other countries. That's why they left it. At the end of the day, like, they left the country because they knew it was dangerous. There's not a lot of resources here. It's hard to survive. I want to go make a better life for myself. And we're supposed to be the land of opportunity. So I understand why people come here at the end of the day. I understand that it's really hard to get citizenship at the end of the day. Yeah, okay, you can try to say, like, oh, these people should be going about it the right way or whatever the case may be. But most Americans, y'all cannot pass the test that they have to take. You don't have the money that they have to have. You don't have it's a long process. You have to have somebody sponsor you. It's just so much that goes into it that people don't understand.
And at the end of the day, what if they just told us to pack up and go back to Africa, a place that we know nothing about? You know what I'm saying? There's not a black person living today. I mean, we might have some descendants or some ancestors from there, but I don't think it's a black person living today that could just pick up and go over there and find their tribe. You know what I mean? So
This is totally
yeah, I
different.
get that. What the Mexicans are
That is
saying, even
totally
though
different.
we do have a lot of
We've been here for
we do have a lot of
what
immigrants in
y'all.
the United States, people that come here illegally and have kids, but you know, we the one with the open borders. I mean, we wanted them here to do the labor jobs that nobody else want to do. Now all of a sudden you want to kick them out, don't want them to come in.
Exactly. We wouldn't have an America
Man,
if we didn't have
I don't
immigration.
know how y'all keep equating us to, like, going back to Mexico. Going back to Africa is the same as going back to Mexico. These people
BJ, we
aren't
can't
even a
hear you.
whole.
I know I can't.
Oh, I can hear
Y'all
him.
can't
You
hear
still
me?
talking
Uh-huh.
crazy. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you
Oh,
hear
I
me?
can hear him.
Can you hear me,
No, I
Demir?
can't hear you.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know why you can't hear him. I can hear him loud and clear. But
Let me try to jump back on my computer. I don't know what's wrong with my
Nah,
laptop.
it's all good. It's all good. My point's been made. My point's been made.
hey, can we just
We can
before
move on.
can we agree that we would not have an America without immigration in the first place, right? Like, you wouldn't have none of these people, none of this country. Like, just because it's basically like they're saying now that if you didn't get here before a certain deadline, you got to go back to where you're from. But before that, the country was built off of people coming here from different places and spreading out and moving different places and colonizing it, land that was never theirs in the first place. So that's all I gotta say.
That's not immigration though. That's just straight conquering some shit. That's a little different.
Okay.
This is not immigration. They came through. They came through and straight conquered the African American. I mean the Native Americans, and they came through. They took some of the African Americans and they put us into servitude. But we were here before there were even in the United States of America. We were part of this fabric before that. Mexico, they surrendered their stuff over to Sam Houston and all that stuff, and then they had a big old Louisiana purchase. Bruh, y'all got surrendered.
So
It's not no
So
longer
if
your
they
land.
come over here and they start fighting us and they start a war, then if they conquer us, then that's at that point it's cool with you, basically.
Yeah, they ain't conquering shit though. That's the problem. They
All
ain't
right.
conquering nothing. That's how all the land got. How do you think Mexico even became Mexico?
He
They
said you
conquered
gonna
some
find
people
it
for
out.
that too. Spain came over and conquered all that shit from the goddamn natives and goddamn self.